goes out to all the women in the world, especially her. You know it don't even matter your age, don't even matter your color. Your fellas, I ain't forget about y'all. This is for everybody that like things. Just listen to what I'm saying and do it and take a chance. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll it grind. Just get on the floor like I said before. Y'all remember that down low? Just put a little dip with it. Now roll those hips with it. Pop it, push it, rock it, roll it. Can't control it, I come hold it. It's all in fun, so take a chance. Just get on the floor and do that dance, y'all. I know you like it, so don't try to fight it. Turn around, baby, let me see you from the back. Yeah, I like it like that. Get up now, roll those hips. Drop down, double up on those dips. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do this right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind. Back again with the second verse. It's all clean, so I'm not gonna curse. Dropping bass like a bad habit. Love all women, cause I gotta have it. Coming at y'all in stereo. I'm riding that thing like a rodeo. Hang on, baby, cause the ride is rough, and I got my girls in the front. Now and later, just bumping that rump. Raise it up, let me see that brown. Slap it, girl, make it jiggle around. Round and round that rump goes. Where it stop, yo, no one knows, yeah. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do this right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind.
Well, all right, y'all. All right, y'all. If you ain't dipping, you must be tripping. If you ain't doing it down low, got to go. Got to go. To the people that moving slow, to the dance flow. Yo, DJ, pump it up some more.
It's off to the show in a limo. Before the show, I gotta get that dough. Pay them girls what they work. Slip that money under that skirt. Take it out, baby, let me see. You might get a little more Lucci. G-string, having oh so much fun. Playing inside between them buns. Shorty got it going on like Marvin. Teasing me and she know I'm starving. Lick you up, then lick you down. I ain't finished, girl, turn around. Lick you up and down your back, cause I'm that freak, I'm freaky like that. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do this right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind. I'm setting it off to another level. You digging freak nasty without a shovel. This is my world, I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. So what's up, yo DJ? When the party's getting slow, join this jam and watch that flow get taken over like a 94. When I had the whole world getting down low. New Orleans born, ATL living. Freak nasty is what I'm giving. My juice is sweet like Georgia peaches. Women suck it up like leeches. It feels so good, you must admit you like this. Shh, yeah, y'all know the song. So come on, won't you sing it? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip.
All right, chat. How's everybody doing? How y'all doing? We got Artistic Layman with us. How are you doing, Luke?
I'm doing quite well, Beglov. And how are you doing this reasonably okay hot day?
Yeah, it's Juneteenth week. Are you ready for Juneteenth?
Oh, yeah, is that a thing?
Yeah, it's Friday. And to celebrate Juneteenth and Pride Month on Friday, I will only be jacking off to ebony lesbians. Some would call me a hero. But
I don't know. It sounds a little misogynistic to me.
What are you talking? I'll have you know that almost all lesbian porn passes the Bechdel test.
I'm sure it does. And
we got Liam Gray over here, live from Australia. One of the
it's Pride Month
in this world.
Yeah, it's Pride Month, so of course I'm here. You know.
Yeah, he's celebrating Pride Month by flagging people.
Yeah, I'm the gayest man on the internet.
It's true.
Feels pretty great.
By the way, did you notice when I was on your stream that I had a little subtitle under my name?
No, what was it? I didn't know.
It was #1 Katydid fan.
Uh,
I wanted to see if you'd notice it, and you just
No.
never commented.
I never noticed. That's funny.
Uh,
Oh goodness. So how you been, man? What's been going on? What's in the news today?
well, they announced a Aliens versus X-Men comic. The Xenomorphs fighting the X-Men next. That's fun.
Ooh.
Has the Avengers one wrapped up yet?
Yeah, it wrapped up. I didn't really like that one. Okay, so like the Aliens versus Avengers one, it was written by Jonathan Hickman, and it was this like alternate future, like post-apocalyptic thing where the Xenomorphs basically wrecked the Earth and shit. And he was bringing in all this shit from Prometheus, like, which I think is just a bunch of pretentious horse shit. The whole thing was just kind of Jonathan Hickman climbing up his own ass. And it's like, even if it had been done well, which I didn't really think it was, but even if it had been, it wasn't when I went into the book for it. I wanted to just watch the Avengers fight for some fucking Xenomorphs. Like, that was it. That's all I wanted. Even if you made me a really great steak, I ordered a hamburger. Sometimes you're in the mood for a hamburger. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I like Aliens comics are as much as goofy crossovers are just prevalent in comics, and I love that shit. I love it for it. Aliens and Predators in particular, crossing over with other things in comics is almost a subgenre in and of itself. It's been that prevalent. And then after Disney bought Fox, it kind of wrapped up for a while, and now they're starting to do some Marvel ones finally, which they had never done prior. It was one of the few things they had never really done. So we had like Predator versus Wolverine, Spider-Man, Black Panther, then General Marvel Universe. We've had Aliens versus Avengers. I think that's the only Aliens one. We had Planet of the Apes, Fantastic Four recently. We're getting a Planet of the Apes Predator, which looks like fun. Now we're getting Aliens, X-Men. And these are the easiest kind of comics in the world to do. So to fuck one up, to me, is a bit staggering. To overcomplicate one, and I'm maybe in the minority because I think a lot of people did like it, but to overcomplicate one like that is staggering to me because it's like it's the simplest formula. Xenomorphs and Predators are both just perfect antagonists you can basically put against anybody and anything and have it be at least fun.
So what?
Yeah, at least the first time. Yeah.
So is it really that bad, or what's? Is there a problem with it, or what's the
I don't know.
deal?
The X-Men one looks like it'll be. Well, I didn't like the Avengers one because it was like all this like Prometheus bullshit thrown in it, and it's like I don't buy that the Xenomorphs fuck up the Marvel world. Like I don't buy that Xenomorphs are able to bring the Marvel universe to an apocalypse. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is a problem with the Marvel universe because let's be realistic here, right? Like, did the Brood or the Hive manage to bring down the Marvel universe?
No, you can still do cool stories. I mean, you could still have all sorts of stakes. I mean, you could, obviously the Xenomorphs could do a lot of damage and hurt a lot of people.
And I'm very curious that the adamantium can survive alien acid.
It looks like Cap Shield they did Aliens versus Cap too, which was another one that was like kind of an interesting little alternate history thing. It took place in World War II. But no, Cap Shield can take the acid, and it looks like in the previews of the X-Men thing that Wolverine's claws can't too. So.
Alrighty, this should be interesting then.
I'm a sucker for those. Like I used to read a ton of those. I actually probably read most of those crossover comics before I saw most of the Alien movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I had maybe seen bits of Alien 3 before I had read a bunch of those comics because DC used to do a ton of them. DC actually did them in continuity, believe it or not. Like at least New 52 continuity, all those Aliens and Predator crossovers counted. Like they would be referenced in books. Like things that would happen in them would have repercussions in the main books. There's even a scene in the Sinestro Corps War where the artist, it might have been Ethan Van Sciver, I don't know if he was still in the book, but they snuck a Predator and a Xenomorph into like this one big scene, like in the background.
It wouldn't be EVS because he said that he hates xenomorphs and stuff, which I was.
I think
surprised.
he was off Green Lantern by the time of Sinestro Corps War, or mostly off of it. Because I know, what's the other guy's name? Reeves. The other, like, it was EVS and Reeves basically hand in hand doing the art on Green Lantern around that time.
Yeah.
But chat's in Dark Horse. No, Dark Horse doesn't have the rights to Aliens and Predator anymore. That's all at Marvel now because Disney bought Fox. So. But yeah, Alien and Predator comics are great. And again, I'm a sucker for that kind of shit. So, in more serious note, I guess the Iran war is over.
The deal has supposedly been signed, and supposedly something good will happen. And where I live, the gas prices have been dropping significantly.
Well, all the neocons are big mad, so it's probably good. Like they're fucking pissed. Now, does that mean like I'm always forgiven? I'm completely back on board with Trump? No. Like you don't get to be like running off with the neocons and then come back to actual America First people and be like, oh well, it's forgiven now, right? No. But I mean, I'm glad that we're fuck it. I'd give Iran a nuke for all I care. Like fuck it, Israel has one. Why can't Iran? I think I do not believe Iran has to be our enemy. I do not believe that. I think that there's one particular reason that Iran has to be our enemy that has nothing to do with America's self-interest. And maybe it's time we drop that particular fucking reason.
I don't know much about these geopolitics, but I know that I like money, so I like bankers, and I like Jesus. So I like Jews.
I don't particularly like the people that crucified Jesus. So.
No, I don't. The Romans. You're upset at the Romans?
Well, I don't like the Romans either. But the people that chose Barabbas, I'm not fond of.
I mean, we are told that because of their mess up, we found our salvation. But all things considered, the old leadership of Iran were a little too sympathetic to fundamentalist Islam, and maybe that's the reason why we should take the new leadership with a grain of salt.
I don't know, man. I don't think that the Middle East fundamentalist horseshit is our problem. Like, I don't think we should be importing them here. I don't like the fact that Michigan has become another fucking Mideast country. But I also don't think we have to be fucking enemies with them. Like, they could be over fucking there. And, I mean, the blowback we get is the result of being on Israel's side. It always has been. Now, again, that doesn't mean you bring them over here. That's a whole other issue. But yeah, I've had enough of this shit. And Israel, I see, like, you know, if you click on the Hebrew parts of X, you can see them like, oh, we should abandon the United States. It's like, please fucking do. Oh my God, please do. You wouldn't last a week, but yes, please fucking do.
I mean, Trump has basically told them off. Like, the only reason he actually said the only reason they exist is because of us. So they should be a little more.
Trump needs to pull the Joe Pesci and Casino and be like, listen here, you Joe motherfucker. You only exist out here because of me. Like, I'm sorry, this country owes its entire existence to the United States. And since they want to complain about Holocaust all the fucking time, who was it that saved you from that again? So they should be kissing our ass all the time. Forney keeps liking to tell me that, oh, Israel's a vassal state. And I'm like, well, they're a pretty ill-behaved fucking one then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of paying their bills. I'm tired of fighting their fucking wars. I'm tired of helping them commit fucking war crimes. I'm tired of getting dragged into wars for them. Enough. Israel's like, oh, this is a bad deal for us. I don't care anymore. Fuck off. It's a good deal for us. Well, it's not the best deal because we are giving Iran $300 billion. But at the same time, we also fucked up all their shit. So I don't know. I guess. Yeah, all these neocons are, oh, this is a terrible deal. I'm like, fuck off with this. Mike Huckabee, like, the United States, or Israel doesn't need the United States. The United States needs Israel. I'm like, then how come we existed for like 172 years prior to Israel's existence? One of these guys, Israel was around before Trump. Last I checked, Trump is 2 years older than the nation of Israel. This country ain't even 80 years old, and they treat it like it's where all civilization began. No, it's not. Enough. So it's the biblical nation of Israel. No, it's not.
No, it's not. Yeah, that is not true. That is.
Guess what? The people that have a genetic tie to the biblical nation of Israel are actually the Arabs. Sorry to tell you, the Jews in Israel are very Europeanized, very crossbred with the Europeans. Like I'm just had enough of this shit, man. Like I'm tired of this crap because a bunch of fucking Baptists don't know how to read the Bible. I've got to forever protect this country that hates us. Mike Huckabee over here, like insulting Israel is like insulting my wife. It's like this is a mental illness at this point with you people. Like enough. Like I'm not pro-Islam. I don't have illusions that the Muslims are our buddies. I just think that, you know, we don't necessarily have to hit a hornet's nest. You know, if there's a hornet's nest off in the woods about a mile from my fucking house, I'm probably fine if I leave it alone. Hell, it was about 2 years ago. I had a nasty fucking either hornets or wasp nest up in a tree in my backyard. And guess what? It was up at the top of the tree. And it didn't bother me and I didn't bother them. I don't want to tell you. Imagine if I had climbed to the top of the tree and stuck my dick in that fucking nest. They'd be like, look at these, they're stinging me. I guess. I bet they are.
I'm here, by the way. I'm just I'm doing spreadsheet work and doing a bunch of fucking money shit. So
that's fine. He's
I'm just muted. Yeah, I'm just.
No, you're fine, man. Chime in if you want. You know, I have to.
Yeah, thanks. I just didn't want to seem like I was being rude or cowardly in the conversation. It's just I realized that you could hear me typing the whole time, so like I'm going to mute. You know.
Let's see. Chat just here says, say what you will about Catholics, but at least when it comes to traditionalist Catholics, we're considered anti-Semite because we don't kiss Israel's ass. Funny story. So, if you know a little bit about history, when Martin Luther broke with the Catholic Church, one of his initial complaints, not the major one by any stretch, but one of them was that he didn't think the Catholic Church was nice enough to Jews. He thought he treated them unfairly and harshly. And a few years later, he wrote a book on the Jews and their lies, in which he said to the Pope, basically, my bad. I think you had a point on that one. That's what he said. Don't look at me. Chat says, I've seen a lot of the political class Catholics sucking Israel's dick. There's a lot of that because I don't know, man. I don't exactly know where that comes from, but I mean, you know, you got obviously like Matt Walsh being a good Shabbos goy over at the Daily Wire. So
are Catholics known for being neocon?
I don't really know. Catholics, I don't know. Hell, a lot of times Catholics are liberal in this fucking country. I don't know, man. I don't know what the whore of Babylon's up to.
Yeah, I've heard this really interesting argument about how Catholics will deal with other people, and they won't necessarily take a position because it'll benefit them, but they will take a position because it'll hurt their enemies.
That's probably accurate. So, Luke, when I was driving around today, getting my comics and getting some Chick-fil-A, like a good Christian boy that I am.
Of course.
I was listening to some Jack Hibbs. You ever heard of Jack Hibbs, Luke?
I think
mega church pastor out of California, huge conservative border.
I want to say yes, but I don't remember. Let me look up.
Kind of religious right, but almost borderline what they call Christian nationalist now. I hate to use these terms the left came up with, but I don't know what else to call it.
I mean, unfortunately the glove sometimes fits. So, like the people that unfortunately there are far too many people who are willing to play into the stereotypes that the left makes nowadays.
Yeah. Anyways, so just before we get into this, I want a quick search says that Jack Hibbs' net worth is between $2 and $5 million. Not nearly as much as some of these mega church pastors we've covered, but certainly more than you or me. Yes, that guy.
Yeah, I never heard of him.
I get real Mark Driscoll like Paper Alpha vibes off him, by the way.
Just by appearance,
James McDonald shit. Like even listening to him and all before I even saw him. anyways, I hear him on the radio, and he's going off about tithes, and he's going off about how Christians don't give enough, and he's really hammering the point home, like, oh, what, you can't tithe because times are tough? Well, cancel your subscription services and all this other stuff, right? He's going off on what is probably a church full of, at least a lot of them, working class people, maybe living paycheck to paycheck.
Who was that guy that said made that argument? Who was that guy who had that airplane? He said during COVID, whatever you do right now, don't you stop tithing.
Yeah, Kenneth Copeland.
Yeah, that's him.
So here's the deal. Before I get into this, because I wanted to talk about it because I was damn near ranting in my car about it. Yes, Christians should be generous, and that does include tithing. You shouldn't be legalistic about it, but you should give to your church, support your church. And Christians should be generous in general, to your friends, your loved ones, to people in need. Absolutely. But this shit, and especially when it comes from a man who is richer than the three of us in this call together, richer than probably you, me, and my audience put together. Okay,
he was probably richer than
my wallet. You don't know my wallet. I could be richer than him.
Yeah, I don't think you have 5 million.
A lot of these pastors, they're probably richer than Solomon. They were probably all right now richer than Solomon at his peak.
I mean, well, in some ways, just because of technological progress, we all live better than Solomon. So count your blessings. Solomon didn't have a refrigerator or a microwave. Okay,
true. He can only have salt.
Yeah, he didn't have AC in the summer.
Yeah.
I mean, he might have had a harem, but in all fairness, I'm a few mouse clicks away from infinite vaginas, at least looking at him. So
I mean, but he did have a kick-ass ring that allowed him to command demons. I mean, I bet you they could do some wild shit.
Yeah,
according to the old Black Panther comics from the 60s, he had a little ceramic frog that made him teleport. But I don't know if that's biblical canon or not. I don't know where Jack Kirby got that.
And according to other stories, he had the ability to talk to birds and have birds drop stones on their enemies with their names on them.
That's pretty rad. You know what? That is rad. Points on that. Anyways, so Jack Hibbs is going off about how all you working class people need to give your last penny to the church. Well, he's worth like fucking 5 million. And I am so fucking tired of this. Remember years ago, right as the McDonald's scandal broke, we covered how much fucking money that guy was pilfering from the church. Right. And we looked at just his salary alone, never mind the perks, which were probably even, eclipsing his salary. But his salary alone was so much that if he was getting paid weekly, it was something like 10, 15 grand a week.
Jeez.
And it's like these people want to give you shit about how much you tithe, how generous you are when you're living paycheck to pay. That shit is infuriating to me. And again, yeah, Christians should tithe, just so we're clear. But like, have a little self-fucking reflection, have a little self-awareness. Like you're sitting there, give, and it always seems to, result in them getting fucking richer somehow. That shit drives me up the fucking wall, man. Every time with these guys, where it's like, oh, you got to give more money to Jack Hibbs Church or whatever it is. You got to give more money so James McDonald can have a private deer hunting farm. This is ridiculous. I don't begrudge anybody being wealthy. I don't, just so we're clear. And if one of these guys takes their sermons and leverages it into, which is their intellectual property, assuming they didn't plagiarize it, which half of them did, but assuming they didn't, it's their intellectual property, again, assuming they didn't plagiarize it or ChatGPT wrote it or Grok, it's their intellectual property and they can leverage it into fucking sermons on the radio and get money that way, fine. If they write books and the books sell and they make a lot of money that way, fine. I don't begrudge somebody that. But first of all, they're usually making money off the back of the church. They're usually pilfering these fucking churches. Second of all, when you have $5 million, have some fucking humility and don't lecture a motherfucker who's working paycheck to paycheck. Don't fucking do it.
True.
People like these are the reason why atheists have arguments when they say they should get rid of the church's tax exempt status.
It's hard to argue against that. And look, again, Christians should be generous, and you should get out there and if you would just get out there and be like, hey, you need to tithe, okay? You need to be generous with your money. And even just something as self-aware as say, look, I understand I'm more materially blessed than a lot of you, and it's easy for me to say that. I get that. But still, even when things are tight, you need to try to be generous. That's a thing Christians need to do. But that's never how they approach this. They always approach it with the guilt trip. Like, how dare you? Like, Luke, what's something you bought recently? Did you go out to eat recently?
Yes, I actually went to go bowling.
Okay, well, you could have just given that money to church. How dare you, Luke?
Indeed.
You know? Now, imagine if now I'm saying that in jest, but imagine if a man with $2 million to his fucking name looked you dead in the eyes and said that to you. Wouldn't you want to punch him in the mouth?
Well, probably not in public.
I didn't say you would. I said, would you want to? Would the urge rise up in you like this motherfucker?
I will not deny having that urge. I will not deny that.
This shit makes the church look bad. And again, you guilt trip people into lining your pockets. Like, cool, man. I wouldn't want to be doing that. I got to tell you, I am a wretched fucking sinner, but at least I ain't pilfering the church. Oh boy, that is not a position I'd want to be in.
I'm pretty sure God will have a lot of things to say about you on Judgment Day.
Yeah, well, we all know the famous Pharisee story, right? Like, Jesus has got a bit of a problem with guys like that, you know? Like, he sat down and he braided that whip. He told you what was coming. So
the only time I ever, and somebody can point out an exception. The only times I can remember Christ being angry in the New Testament is at religious leaders.
Indeed. Vipers, hypocrites, and whitewash sepulchres and all that good stuff.
Chad's saying to check Streamlabs tips. I usually do but I'll check it now. It doesn't pop up. I have yet to figure out how to sync up Streamlabs and StreamYard. Now, it may be possible to do, but I am retarded. So you got to remember that, Chad. Let's check our tip history over here. Okay, so we got good freaking Lord. We got a nonsense name, SLID 890 blah blah. Okay, so I don't know what name you were trying to put in there, but I doubt it was that. That looks like the code Lieutenant Commander Data put in when he took control of the Enterprise. Anyways, tips $10 and says tipping to the Redhead Supremacy Church. Well, thank you very much. Tithing to the Redhead Supremacy.
as an honorary, well, not as an official red, as king of the Redheads. Fuck it. We thank you for your donation.
Yes. So
Own
that's
that.
Great.
Own it.
Have you heard of Jesus? Yeah, I know. That was on my Streamlabs. I can't figure out how to get that on the StreamYard yet. And the only reason I don't use Streamlabs, and StreamYard is better for having guests on, but Streamlabs is better for all the widgets and bullshit. But man, Streamlabs melts my fucking laptop here, and I just cannot. It will not work on this laptop. And this laptop is a piece of shit. It's basically a potato, but it doesn't have problems running anything else but that. I can play games on Steam on this fucking thing. Like, it's not. I don't know. But whatever, we'll figure it out. Thank you very much for the Streamlabs donation. You know, I know all you might be working paycheck to paycheck, but you need to dig deep and give me money. Jack Hibbs is a shithead, by the way, just so we're clear, on a lot of fucking things. But that new wave of religious right. Evangelicals have shrunk huge in this country in the last 20 to 30 years. I mean, big time. I actually was watching something where they were really breaking down the numbers, and it's been bad. And I think part of it is that they have married themselves so much to their political positions. I have my politics here. Everyone has their politics, but it shouldn't be synonymous. Evangelicalism is known more for bitching about abortion or faggots or complaining about R-rated movies than they are about sharing the gospel anymore. I'm sorry. And if it's not those things, then it's known for just stealing money like Joel Osteen. And shit. or Kenneth Copeland.
Speaking of people who want to correlate themselves with what their enemies define them as, geez.
Yeah, Joel Osteen. Boy, anytime I'm arguing with a Catholic, they're like, "Oh, Joel Osteen, though," and I'm like, "Yeah, but Joel Osteen is just doing in small time what the Catholic Church has done for its entire existence." In all fairness, like Joel Osteen wishes he was the Catholic Church. Okay, like he's small time. All right. Joel Osteen's like Hawkman, and the Catholic Church is Superman. Okay, like there's no comparison here. It's not the same league. Joel Osteen stands in awe of the amazing ability to vacuum out money, land, and resources of the Catholic Church.
What was that joke from Dogma when George Carlin was playing the priest? They said, "Gotta get them while they're young," kind of like the tobacco industry. Oh, geez, if only we had their numbers.
I kind of like Dogma. Even I loved it as a teenager because I was an agnostic fucking fedora. But even now, I can't quite hate it.
It's ironically one of my favorite films. I can't deny that. I just enjoy it. Just the way it's made and the way it's portrayed, even with all the blasphemy aside, it's actually very entertaining and well made.
There's very little of what I would consider really kind of blasphemous as a just from any kind of like biblical Christianity point of view. I mean, like, yeah, Alanis Morissette being God is fucked up. You know, and there's a lot of other stuff where it's like that's an interesting.
That's meant to be a joke, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but there's a lot of other stuff where it's like that's kind of interesting. The idea that like God can't speak directly vocally to a person or their head will explode. Kind of an interesting idea. Or
and of course, the best scene is the boardroom scene where they call out all their sins one by one.
Dude, that's great. And I love that sequence where like the two angels are arguing with each other, and he talks about like why is humanity offered forgiveness and not the angels, and it's this big passionate scene. I'm like, this sounds like something that could be in like Dante's Inferno, you know, like the Dante's Inferno, like the Divine Comedy. This is like profound, oddly enough, in this fucking movie that has a poop monster.
A demon.
But yeah, I liked it. Dogma is actually the first Kevin Smith movie I saw. Because I'd heard a lot about Kevin Smith, but like I hadn't really seen any. And then I was big in the agnostic fucking fedora shit, and so I watched Dogma, and I was like, okay. And then I just rented like the other ones. And this was right before like James Silent Bob Strikes Back was coming out, so it's like I watched all of those in the course of like less than a year, and then James Silent Bob Strikes Back was coming out.
Did you know that the Dogma DVD is actually quite rare? It's actually
yes. I think it's getting back in print now, but because of some Weinstein Company issues, it was out of print for quite a while. Mm-hmm. No, I mean I've had it since like early 2000s when I was the first DVD I ever bought was the Clerks cartoon.
Yeah, we're talking about this last night, and I'm just I'm from the timeline where that thing has like 20 episodes.
Yeah, Liam swears he remembers like a whole season of that show, but it's like, no, it was 6 episodes and he only aired 4, and it was out of order. Dogma's pretty good. I the only one of those View Askew movies I genuinely think is bad. And I'm a little on the fence about Clerks 3, but Chasing Amy is bad. I will go so far as to say Chasing Amy kind of sucks. Has its moments, but it really does kind of suck. Even as a teenager, it was the one that I thought was a slog to get through. Clerks is great. Mallrats is his best movie. I'll die on that hill because Mallrats is everything Kevin Smith is great at. Dogma's great for what it is. James Silent Bob Strike Back's pretty weak because it really is just a whole bunch of remember this from the other movie. And then Clerks 2, I think is hilarious. I mean, yeah, it's stupid R-rated comedy. So what? It's hilarious. I haven't seen all of his other movies that like aren't View Askew stuff. Like I've seen Jersey Girl and didn't like it much. I saw Zach and Miri make a porno, which I believe he directed, which is okay. I didn't see Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I've not. I just now remembered that exists. I have not seen it. I didn't see Tusk. Like he's done a lot of movies that I haven't seen because it's like I want Kevin.
So Tusk is a pretty fucking weird, man. Like and pretty interesting. Like,
isn't this supposed to be a parody of Human Centipede?
Yeah, it's kind of just a lot of body horror shit.
Yeah, it's like these. They turn this dude into a fucking walrus against his will. It's pretty horrifying. Like, and have you seen Red State? I think it's called Red State. Is it?
I haven't seen Red State.
I've heard of it, and basically it's supposed to be like a quote dramatization of the Waco shooting.
So, my biggest thing with Kevin Smith, I want him to forever make movies like Mallrats. I want him to make R-rated comedies that are heavy in nerd humor until the day he dies. And to me, Kevin Smith even attempting to do anything else is a waste of his talents. Because even if Kevin Smith can do okay regular movies, you can do amazing R-rated nerd comedies. So do those, okay? It's like when Michael Jordan is like, I don't want to play basketball anymore. I want to be really mediocre at baseball. And it's like, stop. What are you doing? Chad says Chasing Amy was him trying to do indie comic and to court elites who love lesbo films. There's a scene in Chasing Amy, that a deleted scene that's actually pretty good, where like he took like a negative review of Mallrats and turned it into like comic book store clerks like chewing out the main characters, which was pretty funny. Chad says Smith won't do that anymore. He's too Hollywood now, especially with Seth Rogen getting him back in the weed. I don't know, man. Have you ever heard of Clerks 3? I did watch Clerks 3 and I have very mixed feelings about it.
I barely remember it existed. I only remember Clerks 2 and that's it.
So Clerks 3, Dante actually dies in it. And in Clerks 3, they're filming a movie, which is going to be their life story, which is bait. And then whenever we see footage from the movie in the universe, it's just footage from Clerks 1. And because there's a fucking 30 plus year age difference between them, it's this really jarring thing to me that like yanks me out of it, where it's like, maybe you could have gotten away with this a couple years after the first movie, but like now it's just, it feels so cheap and jarring and just like reusing old footage. And especially when he's trying to do a relatively poignant story of Dante dying and Randall having to mourn it and all this other stuff. It's like this cheap horse shit in the middle of it is so jarring. There's things I do really like about Clerks 3, but my God, man.
Clerks 3 broke my heart, man. I cried. I mean, I'll cry when I stub my toes. So
yeah, but like it didn't for me because again, the way he's doing this is so cheap and shitty that I can't. You're trying to do this poignant, like emotional shit while you're like doing the cheapest horse shit I could possibly imagine. It wouldn't have been harm to just refilm those scenes with the actors older now. It wouldn't have been that expensive. To do that like that is this weird jarring thing that just I couldn't overlook. Like every time they would show footage of the movie they were working on, and it's just footage from Clerks 1. That just yanked me right out of everything. I'm like, nah. Like,
so for me, I Mallrats, Clerks, all that kind of stuff. That was me and my friends in high school. You know what I mean? Like that was us. And so like watching all of their stories sort of wrap up, these guys are like 40-year-old and it's older than us, you know what I mean? And it's just sort of watching it all sort of go the way it did, sort of the end of the comic book man era. I looked at it, I thought, you know what, like there but go the grace of God go I. I've got a family now and I run a farm and I make comics But like, there's a timeline where I never got to go touring with punk bands. I never met people. I never had opportunities, and I ended up working at a gas station. And I look at that and I think, would that be me? Just dying, fucking, wishing that things would be better, losing the love of your life. All this stuff was really sad. And it really hit me in the heart, on a real talk. Just really, I was like, oof,
Like
And
I
I-
said, though, it
So-
just the shitty
Yeah.
the shitty execution of this idea was, and again, that's one of just the biggest problems. There's a lot of little other problems where I don't think a lot of the humor's landing. I don't think it's just on a technical level as well done of a movie as he's proven himself capable of doing before. Clerks 3 felt like the most like a cash grab of any of the, ironically enough, even more than something like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, which is a whole bunch of just member berries and dumb fucking gags and like, but even that, at least I was laughing, like even like Clerks 2, people shit on Clerks 2, it's just a dumb R-rated comedy, but it's like, yeah, but it made me laugh. Like all that shit in there about like, I had forgotten it until I rewatched that movie again recently. The pillow pants scene is just, I had Randall's reaction the first time I'd seen that movie, where I'm just like, pillow pants, like the pussy gnome or whatever that'll bite your dick off. And it's like, and it was like, you can't tell me there aren't fucking evangelical kids that are fucking told that shit too. Something similar to that. I guarantee there's a demon in her pussy. Like, that happens.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. We're all relatively right-wing Christians over here. Can we be honest with ourselves for a minute? Yeah. Yeah.
I think, well, being a pastor's kid, I don't think I was ever exposed to any of that kind of nonsense, but I have no difficulty believing that's a thing.
I have no difficulty imagining that there are evangelical little boys out there that as soon as their balls drop and they start getting hair on their nuts, their parents tell them, don't have sex till you're married or a demon will bite your wiener off. Like, I have no trouble believing that. Like, I've heard crazier shit in the church. So yeah, that whole scene was just amazing. And God, the fucking porch monkey bit.
Yeah,
he's got fucking porch monkeys for life on his fucking tag and shit. Like, that's so good.
I'm taking it back. I'm totally taking it back.
Yeah,
it's cool. I'm bringing it back. Like, it's so.
Well,
I guess it's sort of. I guess that's
the
sort
black fireman at the end. Porch monkey. It's so good.
And the fact they're willing to have every single racial slur in just amount of less than 5 minutes. Jeez.
And he's like, my grandma wasn't racist. She always told me to be nice to the Jewish kid or put the shimmy curse on.
Although she would say a broken ball was an end knife.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
That movie's so good. I was dying laughing in that movie.
Oh.
Or like when he's like teasing the kid, he's like, Transformers are a slight against God. Or when he's making, and I love Lord of the Rings, and I love it way more than fucking Star Wars. But when he's like, those Hobbit movies were so gay. He's like, he's just walking. He's like, I thought at the end Frodo was going to saunter over and brick right in Sam's mouth. Even the trees walked in those movies. Oh God, that shit was hilarious.
I saw Clerks 3 as the end of Generation X and the sort of the conclusion to our generation story in a way. Like the culture sort of had shifted over to millennials. Now we had people, that were more interested in like robot animatronics at birthday parties and shit. That was the culture now. D&D was popular. Like Star Wars had shit the bed and it basically turned into a mass commercial thing. Like as Lucas said, he'd sold it to the white slavers. And it just was kind of like a big growing up moment, I think.
See,
like
you're
watching-
looking at Clerks 3 as entirely what it's attempting to do. And I can recognize that and appreciate it. But it's attempting to do that. And in my opinion, it shits its pants while it's attempting to do that.
Mhm.
Like, it just does not stay. Like, I get what it's attempting to do, but it's entirely missed the mark to me. Like, I get what you want me to feel here, Kevin, but you're not doing a good enough job making me feel it.
But the more relevant question: if this is the end of the Generation X, doesn't mean the boomers outlived it.
Kinda. I mean, Generation X, think about it. Like, if by chance JD Vance becomes president, that's a millennial president. He's a little younger than me, okay? Because I'm kind of at the border of Gen X. I'm a millennial, but I'm an older millennial. I'm a Ninja Turtles millennial, not a SpongeBob millennial.
Yeah.
But, like, if JD Vance becomes president, we will have just skipped the Gen X. We'll just skip right over him, which is fine because all they wanted to do was be gay and ironic. So hopefully we manage to skip the Zoomers too when their time comes. Jesus.
Eternal Fedora tippers, oh boy.
The fucking generation that thinks a horror movie is about an empty hallway. Literally, there's two Gen Z movies that are making money at the box office right now. And one is about how hallways are scary. And the other is about, oh, my girlfriend made a scene at Applebee's, the horror movie. And like, what are we doing here?
But that's what it is?
Yeah, obsession. It's like, oh, just girls like kind of crazy. It's like, yeah, welcome to women. Like, what are you? You're either crazy or boring. Pick your poison.
Oh, guys, I'm getting in trouble. My wife's side eyeing me. You guys
Oh boy. Oh dear. Wink, wink.
But she's also making me food right now.
Oh, that's very
That's
nice.
a gold star. That's a gold star. Thank you, wife.
Amen.
Well, I hope it's for me. You're not going to eat 2 fucking hamburgers on your own.
Watch that waistline, Missy. I say as I'm a giant fat ass.
Yeah, well, she's fine. She's fine. We all have fun here. She's not one of those delicate fucking flowers that you hear about fucking on the internet all the time. Real woman.
All I want is Kevin Smith to just make Mallrats movies again. And I want him to write comic books and not be 3 years late in between issues. Like, just do that, Kevin. Can you just do that? Like, it's not that difficult. Just, I think he's doing that again because he started a Bizarro miniseries about like 2 months ago, and I haven't seen issue 2. So I think he's pulling that stunt again.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I was a huge Kevin Smith like stan though back in the day. I mean, I remember making road trips to the Secret Stash out in Jersey and shit like that, which is not a particularly great comic book store. Secret Stash is great if you want Kevin Smith merchandise.
Yeah.
If you want an actual comic book store, it's not great. There's a comic book store in South Carolina I am dying to go down to, and it is easily a day trip. I mean, it's an 8-hour drive, maybe closer to 10 hours. And I have seen video from it, and it has the largest back issue bin I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Wow.
And I mean, I've been to like dozens of comic book stores in 10 different states. Galactic Comics, I think it's called off the top of my head. I might visit Pastor Tom if I make that trip because I'll be going kind of by him on the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to like do a road trip, right? Where we just fucking drive to a bunch of comic shops across America and just review them, have a look at them, just have fun, hang out. You know, that'd be fucking.
Chad says, if Smith ever does another Mallrats, it would be depressing and characters have shit lives. Here's what I want Smith to do. So if I'm remembering the View Askew continuity correctly, Brody still owns the comic book store in town, which is, I think, Brody's Secret Stash. I want a movie about him as an adult owning the comic book store. I want him married to the chick. I'm tired of the like we see somebody decades later and they're a loser. I want him married to the chick from fucking Mallrats. I want him to have kids and have a decent life. And I don't know, the plot can be like he sells kids manga with titties in it, and religious people try to shut him down. Do that basic plot.
Yeah,
Do Footloose, but with a comic book store. Okay, there you go. And then hilarity ensues. I will eat it up, man. I will be there opening day. Like, sign me up. And it will probably bomb because there'll be another movie about an empty hallway.
Yeah. Well, that's how I feel about He-Man. I really, truly, not just because I'm a He-Man fan, truly, sincerely enjoyed He-Man. And I thought it had something really powerful to say. And now it's just the biggest box office bomb of the year because of fucking scary movie and fucking.
Yeah, that's weird. That said, though, Amazon has faith in it. I think we'll get other movies because they've said, "Look, we're killing it on merchandise for this. We see it's going to blow. We think it's going to blow up on our streaming platform. We think we're going to get. They're actually doing physical media sales, DVD and Blu-ray steel disc, or
awesome.
Steelbook.
They're already released DVDs of it. I can already buy it on DVD.
Well, I think you could pre-order it. I mean, it ain't out yet, but I think you pre-order it. Amazon seems to be like, look, we see franchise potential, we see merchandise potential. We're not deterred. And if they're serious about that, I hope so, because it is a fantastic movie. This is a movie people will watch on streaming and go, oh, I should have saw this. I should have watched this instead of the gay Zoomer empty hallway. There might be a monster in it.
Well, Chris, the
monster is a skibbity toilet.
The walls are yellow, dude. The walls in the hallways and the rooms and shit, they're like empty and they're yellow. Yeah, and do you know that there's carpet on the ground from the 1970s?
And the walls are yellow because there's a skibbity toilet in it. It keeps spraying piss everywhere. That's just that. I wouldn't be shocked if I watched that movie and it's just a skibbity toilet at the end or something. The box office reveals the Zoomer male's two greatest fears are hallways and women.
Yeah. And Shrek.
Yeah, chat saying they're re-releasing all the different He-Man cartoons on DVD. Yeah, the 2002 one is getting a Steelbook Blu-ray, which I love because it's the best one. It's the peak of the fucking franchise. We're also getting a He-Man game, by the way, that's been delayed, but there's like a 2D kind of beat 'em up, sprite based, and it's foolish that they didn't manage to get it out in time for the movie, but that's supposed to be coming out on platforms here soon. If it's going to come out on the Switch 1, I'm going to get it because that's my most recent platform.
Me too, and we can play it together. That'd be awesome.
I can't wait, man, because I loved Shredder's Revenge. Oh my god, I had a boner for that. I usually hate getting DLC. And I got the Usagi Yojimbo DLC. Oh, and Luke, look it up. There's a 2D. Okay, so we're in the middle of a 2D fucking beat 'em up sprite based renaissance. There's one for Terminator that's probably already been out. Terminator 2D or something like that. And there's one for Lady Death coming. Of all fucking Lady things. Death. Lady fucking Death. Hell yeah. I need to get Aging Gamer to fucking review that. By the way, you should check out Aging Gamer's site if you his YouTube channel. And I need you all to know something. I'm not going to say exactly what, but Aging Gamer follows me on Twitter, and I've seen the tweets of mine that he likes, and that's the based fucking gamer is what he is. Okay, like, I can tweet some unhinged shit that half of my mutuals are like, whoa, calm down. And he's right there with the like. He's like, hell yeah.
So this is a cool Terminator thing. Can we make that full screen by any chance?
Yeah, Terminator. What is it called? Like 2D, like Terminator Fate 2D or something.
No Fate, yeah.
No Fate, yeah.
So you're playing like guys from the future fighting Terminators, or
it's just loosely based on Terminator 2, but it's
basically the movie. You're playing the movie.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It's a new Terminator 2 game in the year of our Lord 2025.
It's a plus and a negative all around. So yeah.
We like I said, we got Lady Death one coming. They did a G.I. Joe one in that style too recently. I have not had a chance to play it. Obviously, they did a Marvel one here recently. What was that like? I think it's kind of loosely based on Secret Invasion, but there was a Marvel one where you plays like Captain America, Spider-Man, Venom, Storm. And by the way, more of those, just more 2D beat 'em ups on classic shit.
I agree. You know, like I really, really loved the Shredder's Revenge Turtle game. Like I got that when it first came out, and I loved it. The music was great. Like the music on the level where you're fighting Wingbat and you're in the sky is fucking awesome. Video game fight.
That whole game rules. That game just absolutely rules. I'm gonna probably get the Lady Death one. I'm definitely getting the He-Man one. I actually have store credit in my local.
Here we go. Level playthrough. Here we go.
Oh, we got.
Oh boy,
look at that. That looks great. By the way, the original Lady Death comic, which is actually an Evil Ernie comic, Evil Ernie Youth Gone Wild, you can get the trade pretty easily on, like, pretty cheaply, and it still holds up. Evil Ernie Youth Gone Wild is like the greatest 80s horror movie you've never seen. It kind of sucks that like Evil Ernie and Lady Death had their rights sold separately when Chaos, because they're so intricately connected as characters that like I really can't imagine what the fuck their lore is now, being separated. God, man, I remember, I think it was Lady Death, but there was like a variant comic where she was like topless. When I was a kid, I remember seeing this like 92 or 93, because I remember the comic book store in my town had put the price stickers over her nipples as it was in the bagging board. They just put 2 price stickers over her tits to cover it up. So I have this image of her giant fucking white tits with like "Winners Don't Do Drugs" fucking price stickers put over each nipple.
What a
just core fucking memory, just shaping my fucking psyche at the age of like 9 or 10. It's right up there with seeing the hot zombie lady from Return of the Living Dead 3 on VHS boxes when I was a kid. Luke, bring up a picture of the box art for Return of the Living Dead 3 when you can.
Let's see.
I want you to imagine it's 1993, and I'm in the video store staring at this, wondering, boy, I hope this doesn't plant seeds in me. I hope this doesn't awaken something dark within me.
Let's see.
And then the narrator's like, and it turned out it did awaken something dark within him.
Let's see. I'm not.
And we have to make the narrator is Norm Macdonald. It's always.
Good God, yes. I hope when you get to heaven, like Norm Macdonald just narrates your life as God's going over it. I hope he did. Like that seems odd. Yeah, just imagine me at like 10 years old just staring at this in a video store as my dad's picking out something. Ooh. And I'm just like, hope this doesn't awaken something in me.
I remember seeing this scene. I don't remember how I saw it, but I remember the scene where she's improving herself. I go, oh, this is horrifying.
Well, okay, so this movie is weird. It abandons a lot of the lore of this franchise to the point where like this teenage boy, and he's like the son of a general. He's with his girlfriend that his dad doesn't approve of, and they're riding motorcycles. And they have an accident, and she breaks his neck. And he knows that his dad is messing with this, like, reanimate the dead stuff. So he breaks in there and reanimates her, right? He's like, I brought you back to life, babe. But now she wants to eat people. And the only way she can stop herself from eating people is she has to hurt herself. And that's why she has all this, like, glass and shit in her.
Oh yeah,
which is like not at all a thing from other movie, whatever. But who cares? Because that movie fucking rules. Return of the Living Dead 3 rules. It is every bit the sleazy shitball, like sexed up horror movie you imagine it is, and I love it for that. Like what you see on this box is what you're getting in this movie, and I love it for that. Like that poster is telling you exactly what to expect.
I want to go back to the lady.
I think I was like 12 or 13 when I saw it on cable, and I was like, "Oh man!"
I want to go back to this because when she finishes this monster crawling on the ground, she stomps it.
Awesome.
Stomp. Like every single pose is made for one particular purpose.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fucking A, man. That's art right there. Jolly Rancher Ninja Turtles in the chat says, any memories from Suncoast Pictures? And yes, I do. I actually worked briefly there for Christmas season in 04. And I fucking hated it. It was awful. It was one of the worst jobs I ever fucking had. I was only doing it part-time. I actually had a regular fucking day job during the week. But I'd come in there in evenings and weekends and work. And it sucked. Here is my story from Suncoast that personifies why it sucked working there and why ultimately it failed. So again, this is 2004. Right around Christmas season. We're in like November. This lady comes in, middle-aged lady. She's getting Spider-Man 2, right? And I'm chatting her up, and I'm like, so, you know, are you getting this for your son? Oh, yeah, I have a teenage son, huge Spider-Man fan. I'm like, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan myself. Let me show you something. I take her over. The 60s Spider-Man cartoon had just gotten a DVD release, right? And I was like, this just came out. It's the first Spider-Man cartoon from the 60s. He's probably never seen it. It's almost never rerun. And I'm even joking. I'm like, I hope Santa brings me one of these. Right? And she's like, sold. Ring it up. Hell yeah. So I turned what was like a $15 sale into adding like a $50 item on top of it. Right?
Nice
Organic upsale. The customer's happy. Suncoast is happy. Everybody should be fucking happy. Right?
Right.
So surely my manager came up to me and wanted to suck my dick about how great I am. Right?
Right.
No.
Oh,
manager comes up to me and says, points to the fucking stupid thing we were supposed to do about Entertainment Weekly. And he goes, you're supposed to push the 3 free weeks of Entertainment Weekly.
Oh.
Now, what that was is, hey, do you want 3 free weeks of Entertainment Weekly that you will forget to cancel and be renewed for like 3 years? That's what that scam was. It was a fucking scam. It was make some poor little old lady get 3 free weeks of Entertainment Weekly. And then if she doesn't cancel in time, she gets upcharged for like 3 fucking years.
Hello, my fellow Spider-Man fans. There's a brand new day trailer for the new Spider-Man movie. Just came out.
Brand new day Spider-Man. No, I don't want to watch a movie named after the most creatively bankrupt era in Spider-Man comics. I'm not doing it. Sign me out. All right, no. Oh, but he's gonna be with the Punisher. I don't care. Fuck off. Tom's not even a great Spider-Man. I'm checking out.
Checking out.
I didn't even see the second one of his movies. I only saw the third because Toby was in it.
As someone who, but to get back to your story, Beglov, as someone, I actually worked at GameStop for 2 weeks, and every single sale was, why didn't you sell the magazine? Why didn't you sell the magazine?
God, I hated that. Why did you sell a subscription card?
I've worked at jobs where you have to upsell people, but I only upsell them in ways that seem reasonable. Like, okay, you want to buy that? How about a little, like maybe
That's what I mean. I was good at upselling shit organically. I'm very good at that. I used to sell comics at cons and shit like that and at a flea market. I'm very good at like, oh, you like this? Here's a bunch more shit you should give me money for. I'm very good at that, okay? But like, I can't do it in a way where it's like, I know I'm just fucking you in the ass. Like, I'm sorry, I have too much of a shred of humanity about me to be like, yeah, okay, old lady, bend over. Here comes the Entertainment Weekly subscription. I can't do it. And his manager gave me all this shit for it. I mean, he was really ripping into me. And I just like right then was like, I think this is my 2 weeks. Like, I was just like, nah, bro. You should be coming over here patting me on the ass and just so proud of me because I just upsold $50 in 2004 money. Mm-hmm. And it's like, nah, fuck you. That manager was so stupid. I said something to him one time. I was like, because Spider-Man 2 just came out on DVD. And I was like, why don't we make like a display of like all the other Spider-Man DVDs we have, like the movies and, you know, some of the cartoons been put on. And I was like, even other superhero movies, like fucking Batman and whatever. You know what I mean? Right. And he's just like, he's like, did you go to school for marketing? And he was being serious. Like, I thought he was joking at first, but I looked him in the eyes. I'm like, you serious? Like, no, it's just like you put similar shit together.
And that is when Christopher realized he too was in a Kevin Smith movie.
Like Spider-Man, he'll probably like Batman too. Like, that's not.
Yeah.
There's probably a big overlap in the audiences here.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Like, if a horror movie came out, you'd also advertise other horror movies. Like, that's not hard.
We're trying to
you like Freddy? You should also watch Jason. Like, why not?
Yeah, we're a retailer. We're supposed to push merchandise here.
Yeah, we're supposed to be selling shit. I didn't realize we were just selling scams at the register when somebody's trying to buy a DVD.
Yeah. All right, I got a jet. Frog
All
Tony's
right,
invited me over to talk about this Spider-Man movie, and I want to. I do. Although I share your equal detest and disdain for Brand New Day, I at least want to know what I'm angry about. So I'm gonna go check that out. And thank you for having me here. It was
All right,
fun.
talk to you later.
I laugh more here than I will there, but here we go.
Oh no. Oh,
Yeah,
sad
man.
day.
Sunco sucked. It sucked, man. It's awful. Like, and again, it's just that corporate fucking, you know, that mindset. Like, that's why people have asked before, like, why do you think there's no corporate comic book stores? And there actually is a chain of comic book stores at some malls, which I only recently learned, but they suck and they mostly sell Funko Pops. But for the most part, you don't see that. The closest other thing I know of is Third Eye, which has its main store in Annapolis, has a bunch of quote unquote satellite stores. Like they're in Annapolis, but they also have a store in like Alexandria, Virginia, or Waldorf, Maryland, shit like that. And it's just because they've just bought up other comic book stores and turned them into fucking Third Eye, like the Borg. Like your comic book store will be added to our own. But that's the closest thing to a chain, other than the other one I mentioned that I only recently learned of, that I know of. And a reason for that is like comic book stores thrive on aftermarket shit, back issue bins, old collectibles, that kind of thing, old toys, that kind of horse shit. And I don't think corporate mentalities can navigate aftermarkets very well. I mean, you've seen how abysmal it was when GameStop tried to get into like retro games. Because it's like to really navigate that shit well, you got to be like willing to drive like 45 minutes, maybe 90 minutes to like go to someone's basement and haggle over their fucking collection. You know what I mean? And that's not something that a regional corporate manager can or will do.
Yeah, that's too alien for them. It requires them to actually be their audience, which of course.
Yeah, and it also requires just a little bit of give and take, a little bit of like, you know, a little bit of negotiating skills, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's been times I've had to tell people point blank, like one guy I knew had a fucking specifically a collection of Flaming Carrot and Mystery Men comics, and that's very, very niche. Now, it was a fucking marvelous collection. Basically, all of them in pristine condition, bag and board, trade paperbacks, collections. The handful of figures they ever made for that shit. Like, he had the figures based on the Mystery Men movie, that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to tell him point blank, I said, look, man, unless you're desperate for money, we should just put a stop to this. Because I can't, like, I'm going to be sitting on this shit for a long time before I move any of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You either got to go to a bigger comic book store or you got to sell this shit online or just hold on to it, man, because it's like, this is worth a lot to a very specific person.
Yeah.
But it doesn't do me any good unless that specific person comes my way. So, and you know, you got to be willing to do that. You got to be willing to say, hey, sometimes like I can't offer you anything for this, or what I'm going to offer you, you're not going to like, that kind of thing. And sometimes you got to be willing to look at stuff and go, wow, we need this shit. Like, how much can we swing? You know? It's just, I don't know. It is what it is, but I just don't think corporations can handle doing a comic book store well. I don't think they ever will. And I think, and a comic book store is not, you know, it's not going to be something that you'll make a living if you're successful at it. You know what I mean? You'll be fine, but you're not going to be a fucking millionaire off of it. You know, it's something you got to kind of do for the love of the game just as much as to make a living.
Yeah, I remember watching this YouTube video about this guy who still has like a video game / trading store. It's like he clearly loves the craft. He clearly loves what he's selling. And he just loves working, like selling the stuff.
Yeah, you got him, man. And you'll be more successful at it, ironically enough, that way. Like I said, I could always upsell people because it's like, you know, oh my gosh, you like Power Rangers? Well, look at this. We got a full set of the Power Rangers Justice League crossover. Like, I could always do that kind of shit. Like, you know, oh, you like this? You'll like this too. You know? I mean, I remember the one chick, her fucking husband. She came in, and her husband would come in all the time, but she's like, I want to like get Superman comics for him because he was going overseas for like a month. I don't even think he was being deployed in Iraq or nothing. I think it was like a station in Germany. You know what I mean? He was like, military, obviously. And she's like, can you just like get me like a stack of Superman comics out the fucking dollar bin? And she's basically like trusting me to pick out cool shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's the kind of relationship you got to build up to be successful at that kind of thing.
Mm.
Not that I was ever hugely successful. We just sold shit at a flea market, but we made money. We did quite well. Man, we used to clean out at cons. Oh my God. Some of them cons, dude, we would like, the three of us that were doing it, we'd get hotel room, dinner, even buy ourselves some cool shit at the con and still be pocketing a couple $100 a piece. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Good times. Well, I think I'm going to wrap this up. We've gone on for about an hour and 10 minutes there. Folks, if you enjoy the content, do consider supporting the show. Streamlabs.com/TheBeglov, PayPal.me/TheBeglov, and Streamlabs are on Amazon wishlist. Buy me dumb shit that I like on the Amazon wishlist. That would be very, very cool too. And that's about it for this week, folks. Hopefully gas prices come back down. Fuck.
Slowly but surely, but nowhere near like how awesome they were 8 years ago, though.
No. I don't know. I don't know how the midterms will go now. If this works and gas prices go down, the Republicans might save themselves in the midterms. One of the biggest saving graces is Democrats are retarded right now.
But don't never put past the Republicans to shoot themselves in the foot, though.
That's true. It's who's going to lose harder in the midterms? Is kind of the question.
Oh, that'll be a fun stream for us. That'll be fun.
Who's trying to they're kicking fucking, since it's soccer season right now, they're kicking balls into their own fucking nets. Like, who's trying to lose harder here? Well, we'll see. I don't know. I kind of still feel like the Republicans are probably still losing the House. But again, I mean, as much as they fucked up, the Democrats should be taking the House and the Senate, but they're fucking up harder. So,
the Trump era is going to be interesting for everyone involved, like positive and negative. It's like, wow.
It's like Republicans drop the ball, and then the Democrats' hands are covered in butter, and they can't pick it up. Good times. We'll see. I just can't wait to November to see who loses harder. Two retards fighting come November. All right. Well, that's about it for this week, folks. Like I said, if you enjoy the content, support the show. We'll be back here, God willing, next week at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's it for tonight, folks. Beglov out.